Duke is a German Shepherd. Sonia and Duke have been with our team for about 4 years. As you can see, she's doing some basic healing. The basic healing is just so that she's seeing that he's paying attention. We also have to have them where they'll stay in a place until we call them. They also have to down if there's some dangers that we need them, they're a distance from us, and we make them stop, such as down power lines. There may be a deep ditch that they're running through, because when the dogs are focused on searching for a lost person, they're paying attention to the odor and they're not paying attention to their surroundings. So that's where they have to have a good form of obedience. Obviously come when they're called to keep us in our search areas. And as you can see, all Duke knows is that he performs these things with his handler, and then he gets playtime. And that's the basis of all of our search and rescue training, is a lot of play. Give a big hand for Sonia and Duke. Next handler is Carla and Canine Zayla.
Live.
Sit.
And there's the praise and the toy and the fun. Give a big hand for Carla and Zayla. As you've noticed, both of these two dogs are German Shepherds, but we do have a wide variety of dogs that we use for search and rescue. Not every German Shepherd or every dog that you think would do this work is actually fit for it. So we do a very strict evaluation of the dogs before they go out. They must have a lot of drive, they must have a lot of endurance, and also be very in tune to their handlers. We have Labrador Retrievers, we have Australian Shepherds, we have mixes, we have Rottweiler, we have Golden Retrievers, we have Malinois, a nice variety of working dogs. Each handler is responsible for each of the dog's training and their care and well-being from the start of their search age all the way up until they retire, until they leave us to the Rainbow Bridge. We were supported by a lot of local veterinarians in helping the handlers with their care of these canines, because as you know, they're working dogs, so they need a lot of care and food and all sorts of medical needs, and that's provided by some of our community veterinarians and distributors of dog food. Obviously, that's just a nice little trick that Carla has taught Zayla. That's not a search thing, but those are the kind of things to keep their minds busy when they're not searching in the field. Carla works heavily with all of our canines in our obedience. They definitely have to be obedient, and not in a real strict way, but in enough way that out of danger's call, come when you call. And give a big round of applause for Carla and Zayla. demonstration is going to be a scent demonstration. I placed out 4 flower pots. Under one of those flower pots is an odor, and that odor we use for dogs to do human remains detection. It's not anything that we really like to think about, but we have to do, but there are times where that happens, so we must make sure the dogs are well trained. Our next canine is Sheila, and she has canine Kismet. Kismet's an Australian Shepherd, and she's 7 years old now. Kismet's 7 years old now. Sheila's been with the team for a number of years, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a demonstration of her finding the odor that I've placed. As you can see, canine Kismet checks each flower pot, and when she comes to the odor that she's supposed to locate, she gives her handler the signal, which is her sit and down on that. She's very meticulous. We use Kismet for a lot of our cases where we're long-term buried, where we're not having a lot of odor coming out of the ground, and she works very slowly. If we're working very large areas, we'll use some of our bigger dogs that you've seen, like Zayla and Duke that you saw earlier, and they can move the brush in a quick fashion to locate. And we'll give a big hand for Sheila and Canine Kismet.